Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of Psychosin Psychoanalysis. Today I'm going to be taking a look at an album that's been out for a little while, so most of you have probably already heard it, but it's about time I got round to reviewing these things. So maybe a little bit of a retro review. It is an album that came out this year, and of course talking about the one and only Arktis by the black metal legend Ihsahn. Not that you can really see that well on this camera. So let's get into it. Arktis is the sixth studio album by the black metal legend Ihsahn. Now, this is an interesting album because he seems to be more confident in his own sound as it's been developing over the last few albums, especially on Das Seelenbrechen, the last album, and Eremita, where he really seems to be coming into his own. On this album, he sort of plays with a few different sounds. It's not all just straightforward metal. He has a few sort of electronic elements come in, along with his love for saxophone come in, as played by, on this album, Jorgen Munkby from the awesome band Shining, who is another band you should check out as well, in fact. Now, I know I'm a little bit late sort of reviewing this album. It's been out for a few months now, but I thought I'd better do a review anyway. Now, let's not beat around the bush here. Ihsahn himself is an absolute legend in the extreme and black metal scenes because of his work with Emperor, and of course with his solo projects he's been gaining sort of more and more popularity as well, possibly even starting to get to his former levels of what he was with Emperor in popularity. And on this, don't expect a full-on blastathon of black metal. This is pure progressive extreme metal of the best kind. Ihsahn knows when to sort of hit the peaks and troughs in the music as well as the vocals as well. This seems to have a lot more clean singing, as it were, on it than any of his previous albums. But what was really quite interesting on this, apart from the electronic elements on a few songs, was that he seems to have made songs that are a lot more accessible than before, which seems a bit strange to some of you. It may seem like complete heresy to those of you who know him through his work with Emperor, but don't take accessibility to mean that he's made things any less sort of extreme or progressive. It just means the songwriting has improved even further. He's a lot more confident in his writing on this album, and he knows exactly the sounds he wants to get on the album along from his instruments. And the riffs, a few songs on here will get stuck in your head for days, such as Mass Darkness, which apparently has Matt Heafy from Trivium. Now, I've listened to this song about 3-4 times, so I've played it on my show as well on thatmetalstation.com, and I'll be honest, I personally couldn't tell when Matt Heafy is singing at all. He's apparently on there though, so if you can hear it, feel free to tell me when the hell you can hear him, because I sure as hell couldn't. But Mass Darkness is really catchy. It starts off with a bang with the song Disassembled, which is good old fast extreme progressive metal, but it still has those sort of peaks and troughs again, which, as I said, Ihsahn has become a master of over the years. As we go along, we get to songs such as Pressure and South Winds, which is when he starts bringing in the electronic elements and brings a new kind of darkness to his sound that helps really bring out the creepy atmosphere and the coldness that the album is indeed going for. And then we get to the very last song, which is Celestial Violence, possibly one of the high points of his songwriting on this album. This is an absolutely epic masterclass in songwriting that just builds and builds, and then the chorus explodes and then goes back down, then starts building up again until the next chorus. Absolutely superb song, and a great way to finish the album. Well, I say that, it's a great way to finish the actual album. If, like me, you bought the special edition, you get another song on there. Now, I do apologise to everyone who speaks Norwegian, or I think it's Norwegian. Ihsahn's Norwegian, I'm not 100% sure. Pretty sure of it. I might have that wrong, but I do apologise for my pronunciation of this, because being English, I don't speak any other language that well, let alone one that, yeah, I've no idea. But basically, the bonus track on here is called, I think it's pronounced, Til Tor Ulven Sapelsullen, and it's performed by, Jesus Christ, I'm going to attempt to say this name, performed by Herbjons Radagin. And I do apologise to him if I have indeed pronounced that like a man with no tongue. Basically, this is more of a musical accompaniment to a story that is told by the aforementioned Herb Jonsruddergen, and it sort of goes along, and then Ihsahn comes in at the end and is an absolutely superb thing. But a weird way to sort of end an album on a bonus edition, but it's a nice little bonus, honestly. I'd probably recommend getting the special edition if you can, the hardback edition as it were. Anyway, all in all, another awesome album from Ihsahn. Is it his best? Well, it's got to be one that with repeated listens will reveal whether it's best, but I'll give this 4.5 out of 5. So there you go, that is what I thought of the latest solo album by the one only black metal legend Ihsahn. Go check it out, it's already out, many of you probably already have it. If you agree with my opinions, fantastic. If not, let me know in the comments. Don't get rude about it, you know, but hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did. Anyway, thank you for watching the video. Feel free to like, subscribe and share the video to spread the word. Also, feel free to check out my Patreon, which is as always, the link is at the bottom there and in the description as well. So thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll catch you next time.
I turn to face it all. Sun will burn